Welcome to UFM News, broadcasting from University of Finance and Marketing, Ho Chi Minh City. UFM News start right now.
Welcome to UFM News. I'm Chloe. You are now watching the August 2025 edition of UFM News. This bulletin provides updates on the most notable events that have taken place at UFM over the past month. The following are the detailed contents of today's bulletin. UFM attends the celebration of the 18th anniversary of Finance Sector Traditional Days. UFM announced 2025 admission scores with a surprising result. UFM organized the opening ceremony for the 23 Master Cohort 2025. UFM campaigns with the red flags honoring the 18th traditional days. Those were the main highlights of today's UFM News Bulletin. Now, let's delve into the details. On the morning of August 8, 2025, in the capital Hanoi, the Ministry of Finance solemnly organized the ceremony of commemorate the 18th anniversary of the traditional days of the finance sector of Vietnam, August 28, 1945, August 28, 2025. The ceremony was attended by many leaders of the party, the state, ministries, central and local agencies, along a large number of social civil servants and public employees working in the finance sector. Associate Professor Dr. Phạm Tiến Đạt, Rector of the University of Finance Marketing, represented the university in attending this important event. The presence of UFM's leadership demonstrates the university's close tie and companionship with the development of the finance sector throughout the past 80 years, as well as its commitment to community to enhance the quality of education and scientific research to meet the human resources need to the sector in the new era.
The anniversary was an occasion to look back on the glorious historical journey of the finance sector since its establishment, affirming the great contributions of the sector to the cause of nation building and development. At the same time, this was also an opportunity for educational institutions, including UFM, to show their role as a source of high-quality human resources, contributing to building a modern, transparent, and efficient finance sector. The University of Finance and Marketing is proud to be an educational institution with a tradition of close association with the finance sector and will continue to promote its pioneering role in educational innovation, contributing to the sustainable development of the sector in the coming period.
Also, in the afternoon of August 8, 2025, in the capital Hanoi, the Ministry of Finance organized the Patriotic Emulation Congress of the finance sector for the 2025-2030 period in the solemn. Enthusiastic, the atmosphere filled the spirit of emulation. The Congress was attended by representatives of the party, the state, central ministry, and agencies, as well as exemplary collectives and individuals from across the sector. The delegation of the University of Finance and Marketing attended the Congress included Associate Professor Dr. Phạm Tiến Đạt, Rector of the University, and Associate Professor Dr. Lê Thị Thúy Hằng, Deputy Head of the Faculty of Finance and Banking.
At the Congress, many exemplary role models, innovative initiatives, and effective reform models in the finance sector were honored, spreading a vibrant spirit of emulation throughout the entire sector. This was also an opportunity for UFM to learn, connect, and continue to promote its role as an educational institution accompanying the sustainable, modern, and integrated development of the finance sector during the 2025 to 2030 period. With the mission of training high-quality human resources in the fields of finance, banking, accounting, and management, UFM has constantly innovated and been creative, upholding the tradition of emulation in teaching well, studying well, conducting effective research, and serving the community.
On the morning of August 60, 2025, at the headquarters of the People Committee of Đức Nhuận Ward, number 98 Trần Khắc Trân Street, Đức Nhuận Ward, Ho Chi Minh City, within the framework of the first Congress of the Party Committee of Đức Nhuận Ward, term 2025-2030, and signing ceremony of cooperation between the People's Committees of Đức Nhuận Ward and the University of Finance and Marketing took place.
The signing of the cooperation agreement aims to record and implement the commitments agreed upon by both parties regarding the utilization of each side's strengths, effectively carrying out the signed contents and serving the cause of educational, training, cultural, and social development of the locality. The main areas of cooperation between the two sides focus on cooperation in applying scientific research results, cooperation in communication and brand development, cooperation in ensuring security, order, healthcare, fire prevention and fighting, as well as social and charitable activities, cooperation in research, consulting, identifying and promoting the advantages of the ward to develop the local socio-economic situation. The leaders of both sides expressed confidence and unanimity in concretizing the agreement into specific tasks and programs for implementation. Both sides also agreed to assign their respective functional and specialized units to effectively coordinate in implementing the provisions of the agreement. Every year, the leaders of both sides will conduct a summary and evaluation of the cooperation results, draw lessons learned, and develop a cooperation plan for the following year to ensure the partnership is practical and effective.
On the evening of August 22, 2025, the University of Finance and Marketing officially announced the admission entrance score for the 2025 regular undergraduate programs across all majors. This year's entrance scores were determined based on the result of the 2025 high school graduation examination, academic transcript, the competency assessment examination of Vietnam National University Ho Chi Minh City, and the VSAT examination.
Accordingly, the entrance scores for standard, special, and integrated training programs using high school academic transcripts ranged from 24.66 to 27.67 points on a 30-point scale. Some majors recorded notably high entrance scores, including economics with 27.67 points, economic law with 27.49 points, and marketing with 27.2 points. The entrance scores based on the 2025 high school graduation examination ranged from 22.1 to 25.63 points on a 30-point scale. For admissions based on the competency assessment examination of VNU-HCM, the scores ranged from 858.19 to 954.2 points on a 1,200-point scale. For the VSAT examination, entrance scores ranged from 343.4 to 453.48 points on a 450-point scale. For the full English program, International Orientation, admissions based on high school academic transcripts ranged from 27.87 to 32.64 points on a 40-point scale, with English doubled, with marketing reaching the highest at 32.64 points. The entrance scores based on the 2025 high school graduation examination ranged from 22.1 to 29.21 points on a 40-point scale, with English doubled. For admissions using the VNU-HCM competency assessment examination, scores ranged from 696.17 to 852.25 points on a 1,200-point scale. For the VSAT examination, scores ranged from 366.4 to 453.48 points on a 600-point scale. This year's announcement of admission entrance scores highlights the strong appeal of majors in economics, finance, marketing, and international business at UFM, while also reaffirming the university's prestige in training high-quality human resources for society.
On the morning of August 9, 2025, at the main hall, Building A, the University of Finance and Marketing solemnly held the opening ceremony of the Master Program, Cohort 23. The ceremony was attended by Associate Professor Dr. Phạm Quốc Việt, Vice Rector of the University, leader of a family unit, lecturers, representatives of enterprises and partners, as well as all new Master Unit students. In his remark, Associate Professor Dr. Phạm Quốc Việt congratulated the new students on officially becoming members of UFM academic community. He emphasized that the university's training objectives is not only to provide in-depth professional knowledge and research skills, but also to cultivate strategic thinking and management capability to meet the demands of international integration. Right after the ceremony, UFM organized a talk show titled Opening the Part of Knowledge Reaching New Heights, with the participation of experts, lecturers, and successful alumni. The programs offer many particular insights and inspiring stories about learning, research, and applying knowledge to real work, helping students better shape with their future career development journey. The ceremony included in the solemn, warm, and enthusiastic atmosphere, making the beginning to a new academic journey for the master student of OCA 23. Let's move on to other notable news. On the morning of August 7, 2025, UFM participated online the launch ceremony of the nationwide movement of innovation and digital transformation within the education sector. During the event, the program Digital Literacy of All was also announced, an initiative aimed to promoting digital skills and knowledge across all social classes. UFM joined the event with a strong sense of responsibilities and enthusiastic support, contributing to the spirit of innovation, technology application, and digital transformation throughout the sector.
As one of the pioneering institutions in applying digital transformation to teaching, administration, and student services, UFM is committed to accompanying the education sector in effectively achieving innovation goals, enhancing training quality, and developing a modern, flexible, and student-friendly learning ecosystem. By supporting the Digital Literacy for All initiative, UFM reaffirms its social role in helping bridge the knowledge gap, promoting the spirit of lifelong learning, bringing digital knowledge and skills closer to the community, and striving toward a learning society and sustainable development in the digital era.
On the morning of August 7, 2025, UFM organized a seminar titled Guidelines for Developing AI-Powered Question Bank to Meet the Learning Outcomes of Training Programs. The event was attended by the university's leadership, representatives from specialized department, faculty members, and experts in the fields of education technology. In his opening remark at the seminar, Associate Professor Dr. Phạm Quốc Việt, Vice Rector of the university, emphasized the development of AI-powered question bank not only enhances the qualities of assessing learners' competency, but is also an essential step in the digital transformation of education. It ensures transparency, fairness, and standardization aligned with the learning outcomes of each academic discipline. At the seminar, experts shared their experience in designing exam systems aligned with outcome-based education models, integrating AI in question creation, analyzing learning outcome data, personalizing assessment, and ensuring exam security. Discussion focused on implementation steps, supporting tools, standardization processes, and key considerations for developing AI-powered question bank within faculties and departments. The seminar not only provided practical professional knowledge, but also pave the way to the development of a comprehensive model learning assessment system at UFM. This contributes to the effective implementation of the digital transformation strategy and enhances training qualities in the new era. On the morning of August 15, 2025, at its District 7 campus, UFM, in collaboration with the Institute of Strategic and Policy on Finance and Economics, Ministry of Finance, the University of Economics, University of Đà, the School of Economics, Cần Thơ University, and the University of Economics and Law solemnly organized the third National Scientific Conference of Finance for Sustainable Development. The event attracted a large number of scientists, experts, managers, lecturers, doctoral candidates, graduate students, undergraduates, and representatives from government agencies and businesses across the country.
In the opening speech, the university leadership emphasized the pivotal role of finance in the sustainable development of the economy, particularly as Vietnam deepens its integration into the global economy and accelerates efforts to achieve sustainable development goals. The conference focused on exchanging and discussing key issues such as macroeconomics and policies for sustainable development, green finance, environment and energy, corporate finance, banking and ESG governance, financial technology, and other related topics. The presentations delivered at the conference were not only academic in nature, but also provided numerous policy suggestions and practical solutions for financial management and operations in the new context. With its high academic quality and the extensive participation of researchers and practitioners, the third National Scientific Conference on Finance for Sustainable Development reaffirmed UFM's position as a leading center for education, research, and policy consultation in the fields of finance and marketing. The conference made a significant contribution to the sustainable development of the country.
On the afternoon of August 11, 2025, the University of Finance and Marketing held a conference to summarize the joint training programs for national defense and security education for Cohort 24D in the 2024-2025 academic year and set directions for the 2025-2026 academic year. The conference was attended by Associate Professor Dr. Phạm Tiến Đạt, President of UFM, Colonel Trần Văn Hùng, Deputy Policy Commissioner of Ho Chi Minh City Command, Colonel Nguyễn Mạnh Tú, Deputy Rector of the Military Schools of Military Region 7 and Deputy Director of the National Defense and Security Education Center, Military Schools of Military Region 7. Also presented were members the university's board of directors, leaders, and affirmative unit, faculty members, support staff, and students of Cohort 2040.
The report presented at the conference provided a comprehensive assessment of the results achieved in the joint training program between UFM and the Military School of Military Region 7 in 2025. It highlighted the efforts made in organizing, teaching, and managing students, as well as the notable achievements attained by both individuals and collectives. In addition, the discussions and exchanges at the conference focused on improving the quality of teaching, enhancing learning conditions, strengthening the education of discipline awareness, and developing skills for students. These efforts aim to meet training requirements in the new context. In conclusion, the university leadership outlined the directions for 2026, emphasizing the close collaboration between UFM and its partner units to sustain and enhance the effectiveness of national defense and security education training. This effort aims to nurture a well-rounded generation of students equipped with knowledge, skills, and strong moral character.
On the morning of August 18, 2025, UFM participated in the Conference of Implementing Internal Quality Assurance Systems for the Sustainable Future for Asian Higher Education, organized by the Ministry of Education and Training.
The conference brought together representatives from various universities and educational organizations across the region to share experiences, discuss solutions, and outline development directions for internal quality assurance systems. This is a critical agenda, contributing to improved governance efficiency, ensuring training standards, and reaffirming the commitment of ASEAN universities to sustainable development. UFM representatives actively participated in discussions, sharing the university's achievements in accreditation and quality assurance, as well as plans for continuous improvement in the upcoming period. Through the conference, UFM not only strengthened its position within the regional education network, but also reaffirmed its strategic direction. Quality is the key factor for sustainable development.
On the afternoon of August 2025, the signing ceremony of cooperation between UFM and the Vietnam Financial Consulting Association (VFCA) took place at UFM. The event was attended by representatives of both parties' leadership, functional units, faculty members, and students interested in the fields of finance and investment consulting.
The signed agreement focuses on strengthening cooperation in training and professional development, organizing scientific conferences and seminars, while also creating internship, practical experience, and job opportunities for UFM students in the fields of financial consulting, investment, and asset management. Speaking at the ceremony, UFM representatives affirmed that the cooperation with VFCA will contribute to linking practical knowledge more closely with the university's training programs, thereby enhancing students' professional competencies. On the VFCA side, the association's leadership emphasized their desire to accompany UFM in developing high-quality human resources to meet the growing demands of the financial and investment market in Vietnam and the region. The signing ceremony opens up new prospects, reaffirming UFM's efforts in connecting training with practice and strengthening the linkage among the university, the association, and enterprises in service of sustainable development goals.
On the afternoon of August 26, 2025, the University of Finance and Marketing held a signing ceremony with Cohort National University, Korea. The event marked a new milestone of UFM international cooperation, the opening of numerous opportunities and academic exchange, research collaborations, and student mobilities between the two institutions.
According to the Memorandum of Understanding, the two universities will collaborate on a number of major initiatives, including faculty and student exchange programs, joint scientific research in the fields of finance, economics, management, and marketing, co-organization of international conferences, development of joint training programs. At the ceremony, leaders from both universities expressed their confidence that this partnership will enhance the quality of education, promote scientific research, and create an increasingly internationalized learning environment for students. The signing ceremony stands as a testament to UFM's ongoing efforts to expand its network of strategic partners, reaffirming the university's reputation and position within Vietnam's higher education system and across the region.
On the morning of August 6, 2025, the University of Finance and Marketing participates in the Career Guidance Program for 10th grade students at Bùi Thị Xuân High School, Biên Hòa City, Đồng Nai Province. The program aims to help students shape their career orientation early and make informed choices about student paths that align with their abilities and personal interests.
Representing UFM, lecturers and admissions counselors directly met with students to share insights in career trends and essential skills in the digital era, as well as to introduce UFM's training programs, admission methods, and dynamic learning environment. In particular, information about majors such as finance, marketing, business administration, accounting, and e-commerce attracted significant interest from the students. The counseling session took place in an exciting and friendly atmosphere. Many practical and engaging questions were raised by students, covering topics such as career opportunities, bilingual programs, extracurricular activities, scholarships, and study abroad options at UFM. Through this program, UFM not only provided useful information to the students, but also contributed to spreading the spirit of early career orientation, studying the right major, pursuing the right profession, helping students confidently build their personal development pathways from the very first years of high school. This was a practical activity within UFM's strategy of accompanying general education, aiming to foster the development of high-quality human resources in the future.
To enhance practical experience and strengthen the connection between theory and the professional working environment, students of the University of Finance and Marketing recently enjoyed a valuable student tour at the Autograph Saigon Hotel at Vinpearl Landmark 81 Luxury Hotel.
During the tour, University of Finance and Marketing students had the opportunity to directly explore the hotel's facilities, including guest rooms, restaurant and kitchen areas, conference halls, spa, gym, and other functional spaces of a 5-star standard. In particular, the students also had the opportunity to interact and exchange with hotel managers, department heads, and staff currently working at the property. Their practical sharing on hotel operations, customer service, international service standards, as well as career requirements and job opportunities in the industry, provided students with a vivid and realistic perspective. The tour not only helped students reinforce their specialized knowledge, but also inspired their passion for the profession, giving them clear direction for their studies and career development in the future. UFM continues to affirm its role as a strong bridge between the university, students, and enterprises, accompanying students on their journey to develop competencies and confidently integrate into the international labor market in the tourism and hospitality industry.
During the days of the UFM Green Summer Volunteer Campaign 2025, the hammer with the nationwide spirit of the celebrate the 18th anniversary of August Revolution and the National Day of a Socialist Republic of Vietnam, September 2, 1945, September 2, 2025. On the morning of August 2, 2025, at Bến Nhà Rồng, the student of Party South of Business Administration solemnly held the party admission ceremony for 9 outstanding individuals. The admission ceremony was organized at the local of profound historical importance, Bến Nhà Rồng, where more than a century ago, the young patriot Nguyễn Tất Thành set out on his great journey to fight a part to national salvation. At the ceremony, under the authorization of the University Party Khmer Nguyễn Tiến Khôi, Secretary of the Business Administration Student Party South, reached the official decision to conduct the procedure of admitting 9 outstanding candidates into the Communist Party of Vietnam. These new members, referred to as Red Seat, were training and mentored through youth union and student association activities. They actively participated and made significant contribution to student movement at the University of Finance and Marketing. And notable, they were also volunteers in the UFM Green Summer 2025 campaign. After more than a month of meaningful activities, the Green Summer Volunteers Campaign 2025 of the University of Finance and Marketing has officially reached its destination. On the morning of August 3, 2025, UFM Youth Union held the closing ceremony to commend, honor, and award the outstanding achievement gained by UFM volunteers throughout the summer journey observed filled with the humanities and purpose. This year's campaign saw the enthusiastic participation of over 4,000 student volunteers, speed reading across 10 wards of Ho Chi Minh City and multiple provinces including Bến Tre, Trà Vinh, Kon Tum, Hậu Giang, and An Giang. The total value of youth read projects amounted nearly 385 million Vietnam dong. Notable the task force accompanying local communities and digital literacy for all make remarkable contributions to promoting administrative reform and raising digital transformational coordinate at the household level. Impressive highlight in the conquest of Vietnam's ongoing effort to modelize local governments. On the afternoon of August 9, 2025, the University of Finance and Marketing, in collaboration with Replus Choice Stock Company, successfully hosted the final round of Replus TVC Creative Contest 2025 in a vibrant and inspired atmosphere. The event brought together a distinguished partner of trust, including marketing and communication experts, UFM lecturers, and a large audience of students passionate about creative content and advertising productions. The contests were designed to encourage students to unleash their creativities and sharpen their skills in production television commercial, covering every step from concept development and script writing to filming, editing, and delivering messages efficiently. In the final round, competing teams presented and defended their TVC project before the judge partner. The works reflected carefully investment, originality, and strong potential for application in new world marketing and communication campaign. The successful final rounds of Replus TVC Creative Contest 2025 not only created an academic and creative playground for students, but also helped connect theoretical knowledge with practical industry experience. The event served as a source of inspiration, motivation UFM students to confidently embrace new challenges in the field of media and marketing. Ladies and gentlemen, this year, September the 2nd, carries a truly sacred meaning as our national celebrates at the 80th anniversary of Vietnam's National Day. 80 years have passed since President Ho Chi Minh solemnly proclaimed the Declaration of Independence at Baden Square, giving birth to a new Vietnam. 18 decades of glory, a journey marked by unity, courage, and unyielding spirit of our people. The 18th National Day is not only a time to honor the sacrifice of our forefathers, but also a moment for today's generation to reflect on history, the heartfelt determination, and the responsibility to build a stronger and more prosperous Vietnam. In this historic day, the whole country is alive with patriotic pride across provinces and cities. Countless meaningful activities are taking place to honor the nation revolution tradition, and the University of Finance and Marketing is no exception. On Võ Văn Hát Street, leading to UFM Modern Campus, a spectacular sight as the capture hearse, the K and L dormitory buildings, every balcony adorned with the red flag of Vietnam. Together, they form a shining sea of golden star, a powerful image of pride and patriotism. This is the youth project, Proud of Vietnam, carried out by the UFM Youth Union and the Student Affairs Office. It is not just a visual display, it is a message of love for the homeland and youthful pride, and of the responsibility to carry forward our national heroic tradition. Ladies and gentlemen, the meaningful image you have just seen marked in the conclusion of the August 2025 edition of UFM News. We sincerely hope that the English version of UFM News will contribute to receive your attention, support, and engagement. The program is broadcast at 8 p.m. on the first Monday of each month across UFM digital platform. And now, goodbye and see you again in our upcoming edition of UFM News.